The name is actually Mark Conrad. I kind of got it entered in wrong. Mark Conrad from New Milford, Connecticut, speaking today in opposition to HB5040. Some of this may begin to get redundant because these are important points. There are many reasons why an additional tax on ammunition is not justified. Among these are, this is a punitive tax on all firearm owners, purported to address actions by a very small percentage of legal gun owners. Please note that since a permit or license is already required to purchase ammunition in Connecticut, it is unlikely that criminals who have illegally obtained firearms will be purchasing ammunition legally. The type of programs that this tax are supposed to fund will have no record of improving gun safety. It can be argued that this tax will force firearm owners to fund those who wish to further restrict their right to do so. This tax will negatively affect the poorest citizens who have the most need of protection afforded by owning a firearm. These are all true. A tax on ammunition will make proper training through practice more expensive, therefore reduce the amount of training, ultimately making firearm use less safe. These are all true statements and valid points. However, to me, the most important reason for this committee to deny this tax is that our right to keep and bear arms includes ammunition. It is an integral and essential part of any firearm. The proposed excise tax on ammunition is an extreme infringement on Article 1, Section 15 of the Constitution of the State of Connecticut, of the Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, and a violation of the oath you swore upon taking office. I would also like to address some common but misleading terminology used in this discussion. There's a propagation of the false concept of gun violence as a method to reduce gun ownership. Violence is the problem. Violence can be carried out using a firearm. However, when firearms are removed, violence remains. Those who are intent on doing violence will find another instrument with which to perpetrate that violence. Please continue to research on how to curb violence and violent impulses. Please work toward establishing, or maybe more accurately, re-establishing cultural norms that will influence personal behavior to be nonviolent. But please do this without restricting my rights. It has been presented that the purpose of a firearm is to harm others. That is false. The purpose of a firearm is to protect and defend oneself, family, community, state, and country from harm. The misuse of firearms by intent to harm is committed by a very small percentage of firearm owners, even smaller percent who legally own said firearms. It is the duty of elected representatives to protect individual rights. The inherent right to self-preservation includes access to the most effective methods and equipment, including firearms and ammunition. It has been legally established that people shall not be charged to exercise their rights. That is precisely what this proposed tax will do and why it must be stopped. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone? Thank you, sir.